Hello, and welcome to our Toronto. So most of you have heard by now that there's been a derailment of one of the cars on the Scarborough LRT, which has shut down this line indefinitely, while the TTC conducts their investigation into what happened and if it's safe to reopen it. This puts an end to the impeccable safety record that the line has had since it opened in 1985, and will definitely place its safety in question from here on in. But behind the scenes, one of the things that they're considering is shutting down the Scarborough RT altogether now, instead of at the scheduled time of November. The Scarborough RT is 10 years past its design life expectancy, and has only been able to remain in operation because of expensive upgrades that have been performed by the TTC, including the refurbishing of the cars themselves. This leaves the TTC and the City of Toronto in a damned if they do and damned if they don't position. If they were to reopen the Scarborough RT, there will definitely be some hesitation to ride it because of the perceived safety issues around the system. This is in addition to the cost of fixing the system to get it up and running again. Then on the other hand, the shuttle bus service is not exactly ideal for people that need to transit between Scarborough Town Centre and Kennedy Station. This is not to mention that the shuttle bus infrastructure that they have been planning to implement, including dedicated painted right-of-way lanes and traffic light priority, are not nearly ready. But either way, I think that this only emphasizes the inevitable problem that the residents of Scarborough were facing already to begin with, since this is going to happen sooner or later. But this incident only goes to show that using shuttle buses to take the tens of thousands of people that need to use this line may not work out the way the TTC and the City of Toronto had planned. There's no way that the shuttle buses are going to be able to shuttle passengers between these locations anywhere near the efficiency that an LRT would be able to. This is not to mention that everything in the area has been built around the usefulness of the LRT, so there is a bit of a bait and switch going on here. What's going to happen is that many people that can use a car or that can buy a car will do so. This is going to add to the traffic congestion to a city that is already congested by traffic. So this is something that will have implications for the entire city, and isn't limited to simply the riders of the Scarborough LRT. This means even more pollution and even less fair revenue for the TTC. The silver lining here is that after an incident like this, it will make it easier to say goodbye to the Scarborough LRT. It is estimated that it would take about 70 shuttle buses to replace the Scarborough LRT during rush hour. The salaries of the drivers will cost about $70 million for the 7 years. This is not to mention the cost of productivity for longer travel times, and while it's easy to just add buses anytime, buses are not free either. The Eglinton LRT is costing billions of dollars more than what it was supposed to, yet it would have been a waste of money to extend the life of the Scarborough LRT. Starting in 2026, the subways on the Bloor-Danforth Line 2 will also need to be replaced, for which the TTC and the City of Toronto doesn't have the money for right now. Maybe that will be replaced with shuttle buses too until they can find the funding for it. I really don't know how this shuttle bus system will work out for the people of Scarborough, who are going to have to rely on it for at least the next 7 years. But it's very disappointing for us all that the government has left Scarborough residents in this position, and this is going to just be one big mess. I hope that you liked the video. If so, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed and want to be notified of new videos that are released, please click on the Art Toronto button here. This is the video that I would recommend for you to watch next, and I'm sure that you're going to love it. Here's the playlist for all of the latest in transit news and views that you're going to find very informative and interesting. And finally, here is the latest video. Thanks for watching and happy transiting.